Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Arnab Goswami on the debate at 9. Presented by Amity University. Powered by RP Sanjeev Goenka Group. Century Ply. Sarah and Havels.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome. JNU has over the years seen the emergence of very, very strong and visible anti-national, anti-India forces, which is very dangerous. We have to do something about it. It is in JNU where the Tukre gang grew, took refuge and was sponsored. It is in JNU that in the name of freedom of expression, vows were taken, promises were made to break India. It is in JNU where Maoist terrorists were celebrated, where Maoist thinking was made to look progressive, where dollar-loving jholawalas, business class traveling, freebie enjoying academics took refuge in government paid accommodation, their whole life paid for by you and me, these shameless people. And we're now in JNU once again to top it all. The worst kind of casteism has struck root, ladies and gentlemen. Where today there are open calls being made for bloodshed, for killing, and for the violent targeting of people from some castes. Where people from some castes are told, get out, leave, or face violence. And while all of this happens, the parasitic radicalized left encourages the calls for violence, and the JNU campus, paid for by you and paid for by me, descends into a macabre epicenter of hate and anarchy, ladies and gentlemen, which is exactly where I saw it headed when I spoke of the hashtag Tukre gang in and around 2016. They went after me, they targeted me, they abused me, they threatened me, ladies and gentlemen. But we still have to fight them. Viewers, this hatred has to be stopped, not just debated against. For you and I cannot afford, in a country headed towards global superpowerdom, to have such an abyss, a pathetic, dismal, disappointing, degrading abyss of hate and casteism like JNU. Now, either that campus ends every spot of hate and we get the proof of it, or I say, or rather I demand, that the government of India, the central government, should stop any funding anymore to anyone in JNU, anything at JNU, and not sponsor JNU at all. Let JNU live of its own means, not of our taxes, ladies and gentlemen. Let us say we will not sponsor the hate at JNU. Our taxes are not to sponsor hate. No more Hindu hate, no more caste hate at JNU. We've got to really clean things up there. Debate number 2 tonight. It's just this all-out war that has started over the UCC. Now, my solution to that is simple. We are wasting time. Bring it in now. For God's sake, let's not waste time. Let's not give an opportunity to some people. Bring the UCC, end the debate, act fast, and here are the headlines this Friday evening on the debate tonight.
इस प्रकार की टिप्पणियां न सिर्फ समाज को आहत करती हैं, बल्कि समाज के सामने एक प्रश्न भी उत्पन्न करती हैं.
From Brahmins leave India threats to we are coming for you warning, it is open threats of bloodshed and casteism in JNU.
कि ऐसी सोच को पनपने ही नहीं देना चाहिए. जो समाज में तनाव पैदा करते हों। जिसने भी ये हरकत की है उसके खिलाफ कड़ी से कड़ी कार्रवाई विश्वविद्यालय के अधिकारियों को करनी चाहिए।
India is talking about unicorns, but JNU is stuck on threats of bloodshed and casteism. Where are the radical pseudos now? Will the radical pseudos say, "Not in my name" now? Unstoppable Prime Minister's impromptu roadshow in Ahmedabad for a second day running is the final countdown in Gujarat.
उनको भी अपनाना चाहिए मुसलमानों के इस फॉर्मूले को कि अपने बच्चों को, जवानों को 20-22 साल में शादियां कराओ, लड़कियों को 18-20 साल की उम्र में शादियां कराओ, फिर देखो आपके यहाँ भी कितने बच्चे पैदा होते हैं।
And Badruddin Ajmal makes regressive, communal, misogynistic comments, says Hindus must learn from Muslims and marry early. With more and more states saying it's time, it's the national momentum which has been set for the Uniform Civil Code. Republic says, bring the UCC now. And big exclusive on Republic TV, the Liger papers on why actor Vijay Deverakonda is seriously under the scanner for dubious film funding. Ladies and gentlemen, India is soaring. India is looking to the skies. We are focusing on leading the world space. And yet, in one tiny and totally taxpayer-paid, irrelevant corner of the national capital, threats of bloodshed, violence and casteism are thriving. JNU has become a dark spot for hate, violence and casteism. And I'm not saying it. The writing is literally on the wall. But the fake secularati, the liberal brigade, the woke radicals will not speak up against it, and I will expose them. Tonight, those who supported the Azadi slogans in JNU have to speak up and not hide. Why do they support the growing casteist hate in JNU? Just take a look at the despicable events in JNU and then we debate.
JNU walls defaced with slogans that read, "Go back to Shaka." Graffiti that reads, "Brahmins Bharat Chodo." Graffiti with underlying threats, "Brahmo Baniyas, we are coming for you."
Right now we are showing you the pictures of those walls which reads Brahmins leave the campus, and similar sort of slogans have been put up there on the other wall also which reads "There will be blood." So these slogans have now been put up here and now walls have been defaced inside the JNU campus.
The hate, some claim, is rampant on campus.
एक कमेटी बनाई जाए, तुरंत कार्रवाई की जानी चाहिए थी। 10 मिनट के अंदर इसका रिजल्ट आ सकता था। परंतु एक चीज़ आप देखेंगे, पैटर्न है, बहुत पहले से भी कई ऐसे इंसिडेंट हुए हैं जिस पे कोई एक्शन नहीं लिया गया है। तो हम ऐसा सोच रहे हैं कि JNU प्रशासन की, हम सोचने को मजबूर हो रहे हैं कि JNU प्रशासन किसी न किसी रूप से इसमें मिली
फेल हो गया। प्रशासन
फेल नहीं हुआ है, साथ में मिली भगत का भी हम आरोप लगा रहे हैं उन पे।
In the past, even Swami Vivekananda's statue was not spared. Bhagwa Jalega slogans were used to deface it on JNU campus. The JNU Teachers Forum is tonight calling it a conspiracy to disrupt social harmony.
तो आदरणीय वाइस चांसलर जी और प्रशासन से हमारा अनुरोध है कि क्यों वो मौन है, क्या वो मौन रह करके एक मौन समर्थन ऐसे कुकृत्यों को दे रहा है? ये प्रशासन को बिल्कुल स्पष्ट करना चाहिए और कठोर से कठोर कार्रवाई करनी चाहिए।
Police complaints have been filed, and even the political leadership has spoken up. But will those who say dismantle Hindutva speak up?
जिसने भी ये हरकत की है उसके खिलाफ कड़ी से कड़ी कार्रवाई विश्वविद्यालय के अधिकारियों को करनी चाहिए। और ये वही स्थान है जहां पर आपने देखा होगा कुछ साल पहले भारत के टुकड़े हजार इंशाल्लाह इंशाल्लाह के नारे लगते थे। ऐसी सोच को पनपने नहीं देना चाहिए।
इस प्रकार की टिप्पणियां न सिर्फ समाज को आहत करती हैं, बल्कि समाज के सामने एक प्रश्न भी उत्पन्न करती हैं कि ऐसे शैक्षिक संस्थान में इस प्रकार की गतिविधि करने वाले वो कौन लोग हैं जो जानते हैं कि वो ये दुस्साहस करेंगे और दंडित नहीं होंगे।
Will those who troop to JNU to show solidarity hit out at this hate. Will those who supported Tukde Tukde slogans endorse this too? It's time to end JNU casteism. Let's debate.
Great panel tonight, viewers. Let's bring them on the screen. Ishkaran, has Deepika Padukone tweeted on this, these calls for violence? Has Deepika Padukone commented on this kind of violence, calls for bloodshed in JNU? Have you seen anything since you do follow the social media? Has she?
Arnab, just one point. I think you are being too soft. It's not a casteism row. It's a row in which they are openly calling for genocides of Hindus, Brahmins, Baniyas. It doesn't stop at that. You know that. When the words are said, Bharat Chodo, when the words are said, there will be bloodbath. Under every genocide law, under the Genocide Convention, that's an open call for genocide. So let us first frame it very clearly. We saw what happened in Kashmir. Run, convert or die was blared from loudspeakers.
You're saying it's hinduphobia? No, one second. You're saying it's not casteism? You're saying it's not casteism? 1 minute. You're saying it's not casteism?
It is a genocide call.
Okay.
It is a genocide call.
What do you think, Rashmi? Is it casteism or hinduphobia?
It's a genocide call.
Well, it's definitely hinduphobia, and they're just using tools like casteism to perpetrate it without drawing too much flack, because you can't go after the entire community without dividing it first.
So you're saying it's not about targeting Brahmins, it's not about targeting Brahmins or targeting Baniyas, it's about targeting Hindus primarily. And you're saying caste is a sort of a cloak and a cover for it. I mean, at the essence is Hindu hate.
It was used by the British. It's currently being used by the so-called urban Naxals at universities. It's been the best weapon to fracture our civilization. Let's get
Professor Kapil Kumar also in. You know what I'm going to do, because there's a divide right on top of the debate tonight, viewers, as you can see. The hashtag I put is JNU casteism, because I think this is casteism. But many of my panelists think it's about targeting Hindus. I also agree. I believe, actually, if you ask me, that it's about targeting Hindus, using the argument of casteism, right? But it essentially emerges from Hindu hate. It's the kind of, when there was a Hafiz Saeed's favorite journalist in India took a picture with someone at Twitter, and talked about Brahminical patriarchy. It was not about caste. It was actually a commentary against Hinduism. It's an attempt to defame and defile Hinduism and stereotype Hinduism. So I'm going to put two hashtags tonight. Hashtag 1, JNU casteism. Hashtag 2, JNU hinduphobia. Let me see which hashtag carries more numbers. That'll tell us about how people think. What do you think, Kapil Kumar? Two hashtags on the screen, please. We'll put the different count for each. Yes, Kapil Kumar, what do you think?
I think, Arnab, you put a third hashtag also.
Which is what?
Because this is a blend. This is a blend of anything that can be anti-India. Whether it is a call for genocide of Hindus, whether it is against casteism, whether it is against Indian nation, whether it is against nationalism, it is a part of the toolkit which has been prepared long back outside. And as I have been saying since 2014, that terrorism has many shapes. And my suggestion here is that, you see, the writings have been there on the wall, which has been written. That means the handwriting is there. Why are we throwing the blame only on the JNU authorities, which are weak, which can't do anything? But why doesn't the NIA acts on this, take that handwriting samples and compares that handwriting samples with the student samples of handwriting?
I agree with you. I think what should happen.
Arrest and throw out these people.
No, can I have the guests on the left, please, because I'm not getting the windows. I'm just making one point tonight. I agree with you. And don't jump at what I'm about to say and do those typical things like I'm a right-winger. I believe that the professor is correct. Handwriting analysis should happen. The National Investigating Agency should be brought in. All the anti-terror squads should be brought in.
Absolutely.
The people who wrote this should be caught under sections of the UAPA and anti-terrorism rules. And the toughest of sanctions should be put against them, along with imprisonment and very tough sections which you would use against members of the Al-Qaeda or members of the ISIS should be used against them. That's the only treatment, because they have said, and viewers, you know what, some people are saying, Arnab, you're exaggerating. I'm not. You know what they said? They said, Gaurav, there will be blood. And I don't take these things seriously. I don't think this is activism. I was always an activist student. I never went on graffiti and said, I will kill you, there will be blood. People from this caste go back. Brahmo Baniyas, we are coming for you. It's no different from terrorist Shariq's graffiti, which before the Mangaluru blast, where he said, do not force us to invite the Lashkar-e-Toiba and the Taliban to deal with Sanghis and Manuwadis. It's the same thinking. So I think anti-terror provisions should be used. What do you think, Gaurav? I think anti-terror provisions have to be brought in out here. These are all terrorists. The terrorists must be picked up from the campus and put in jail.
Arnab, first of all, I completely agree with you that strictest of provisions should be used against these people who are attacking the idea of one India. So you were asking every panelist that what are they targeting? And to me as a citizen, they are targeting India, our country, and they're targeting the Constitution of India. And excuse me and pardon me for my language, but I would like to tell these hooligans, भारत तेरे बाप का नहीं है, भारत तेरे बाप का नहीं है. What right have you got to tell a citizen of the country that leave India? And you have all the love for non-citizens like Rohingya, Arnab, who are non-citizens and they have no right to live in the country. But this brigade will come and they will say, रोहिंग्या को मत निकालो, मानवता की बात है, हमारे दिल में उनके लिए प्यार होना चाहिए. And you dare tell an Indian, be it a Hindu or a Muslim, a Baniya or a Brahman or a Pasmanda, that he should leave India. My second point is, these hooligans, Arnab, as you rightly said, they live on our money, the taxpayers' money. They don't spend a penny even for their family. They stand with terrorists like Afzal Guru and eulogize him. And when it comes to law-abiding citizens, they spew venom and they show their real fangs, they show hatred, which will not be tolerated. The third point is the most important point. Arnab, do you remember a person called Umar Khalid? When Umar Khalid was indulging in anti-India activities and he was booked under UAPA, he got support from Rahul Gandhi. He got support from various Congress leaders. He was protesting against a validly passed law called CAA. Swara Bhaskar spoke. Richa Chadha insulted the Indian Army very recently. And today I want to ask that when we talk about Umar Khalid, you extended support, but the Delhi High Court just a few days back refused bail to him and he is behind bars for the last 32 months. What does it show? These people like Nasiruddin Shah, Amir Khan, jinko Bharat mein dar lagta hai,
exactly,
they don't even muster
well said.
the courage to come out to speak about the unity of India. That is the pain I have. Where is Amir Khan today? Amir Khan, I appeal to you. Swara Bhaskar, I appeal to you. Come out in the open on Republic TV right away and say that nobody can attack the spirit of India, be it a Hindu Baniya or a Hindu Brahman or a
great debate. Fantastic.
But today, your silence is selective.
No, but I'd say one thing to you. My position always, and ladies and gentlemen, please see the leader of the Tukre gang, Rahul Gandhi, a few years back, joining hands with Kanhaiya Kumar and the Tukre gang at JNU. When Republic took on the Tukre gang, typically this fellow went there and he is the Bharat Toro leader. And look at what's being said right now. Bloodshed. Brahmo Baniyas, we are coming for you. Question here. Rahul Gandhi, who does judo videos every day, will he comment on what has happened here? I think people like Rahul Gandhi, Swara Bhaskar, Rahul Gandhi, Richa Chadha, Amir Khan, Kiran Rao, or for that matter, what is that person who keeps repeating himself and makes no sense anymore? Someone should tell him that he stopped making sense. Yes, Nasiruddin Shah. Do these people even think, have they spoken about this now? They haven't. Why? You know why they haven't? Because they are complete 1000% hypocrites, right? And I think I have a solution here. My solution is simple. Professor Dinesh Varshney, we should have an institutional response. We should make everyone pay. Professors, students, organization, institution, all funding should stop. Make people pay. Make them lose their funding, their fellowships. And also create an anonymous whistleblower policy where you say to anyone who's the whistleblower of the person who wrote this that if his leads are proven to be correct, he will be incentivized. You can have both a negative and a positive sort of incentive in this whole thing. And believe me, you need to implement this. For example, if you were the person, I'm not saying you have, but if a person like you, for example, was to go and say, go back to Shaka, there will be bloodshed. And if DK Giri is a student, DK Giri goes and tells everyone that you're the person who's written this, DK Giri gets a fellowship, gets incentivized, and you go to jail. That's the only thing that's going to work. We need a way to, what would you say, smoke the rats out. We need a way to smoke the rats out.
Look, now,
what do you think?
Arnab, please allow me to speak as much as time you have given to Gaurav Bhatia. First of all, you must know that none of the organized left parties support these type of statement. From where these type of statement originated in India? Who taught this statement, these type of divisive statement to the Britishers? The Hindu Mahasabha, the RSS. Never ever the left has supported this type of organization. Nor today we support this type of wall writing. We condemn that wall writing. As far as what you are saying about stop funding, this is what you have become the biggest agent of the new education policy of 2020 of Modi ji, which says all government universities slowly should die. And let there be a private universities. Poor should not come to the university education. All scholarship must be closed. Budget of education must be reduced. It has been reduced continuously since Arun Jaitley's time as a finance minister. This is the agenda of them to defame the JNU as and when BJP faces the heat of the price rise, the economic failure of the nation. They have led the nation to the
I'll make a point, Kapil responds to you.
Unemployment, they always make this type of thing. When there was an election in Bengal, Kanhaiya issue was raised. When there was an election in other state, the same JNU. Now the BJP is facing a heat in Gujarat and Delhi municipal elections. No student is going to vote for them, neither the girls nor the boys. So they thought it is best, let somebody miss this element, should write this wall writing. Let JNU Vice Chancellor today have the complaint committee has been given. Let complaint committee give a report within 2 weeks.
Okay, now, Can I now come in, please, sir? Can I come in, please, sir? Can I come in, please, sir? Viewers, I want a poll right now. I want a poll right now. I want a poll right now on the channel on whether it's hinduphobia or casteism. And I want to have a response to you, sir. I want a response to you, Professor.
If you dare to say, you dare to say, let everybody who attacked the teachers in 2016 in JNU must be arrested today.
Yeah. Okay, have you finished? आपकी बात खत्म हो गई तो बोलूंगा 2 versus 2 करके 2 versus 2 करके मैं बात करूंगा. आप पहले रुक जाइए. आप देखिए, ऐसा है, देखिए प्रोफेसर साहब, है ना, आराम से आप बात करिए, इतने मुझे थ्रेट मत दीजिए. मैं आपको कह रहा हूं, यू आर आस्किंग मी नो, तो मैं भी ओपन चैलेंज दे रहा हूं.
I'm not threatening you.
आज ओपन चैलेंज दे रहा हूं. अब मेरी बात सुनिए. लिसन टू मी. अरे बाबा, लिसन टू मी.
That 2002 rights are justified.
Oh God.
2002
I'll tell you. I'll respond. I'll respond to him and he'll be quiet. You watch. Okay, Dinesh Varshney, have you finished? First you tell me I have finished, then I'll speak. 1 minute. Gaurav, 1 minute. I want, please listen to me. I want right here, right now, Dinesh Varshney, Syed Asad Abbas, Karai Selvaraj of the MDMK and Professor DK Giri to say, Hindu lives matter. And to say to me that they will start a campaign.
Every lives matter.
Hindu lives matter. Oh, why? Hindu lives don't matter? Is it too much for you to say Hindu lives matter? Why can't you say Hindu lives matter? It's a threat to Hindu lives. Why can't you say Hindu lives matter? I'm sorry. Don't be a hypocrite. Say Hindu lives matter. You said black lives matter. You said black lives matter. You said BLM, I say HLM. If black lives matter, Hindu lives also matter.
The BJP
You
wants
teach
us
in the
to
campuses,
human
in your pseudo-left tones, you say Black Lives Matter. I say to you, come to my country. Come to my country. You're not in Seattle. You're not in Seattle. You're in Savitri Vihar. I'm asking you to Hindu Lives Matter.
They wanted to lead the nation.
Nonsense.
Communal
First say Hindu Lives Matter.
They wanted to lead the nation.
Say Hindu Lives Matter. Karai Selvaraj do Hindu Lives Matter.
Every lives matter.
प्रोफेसर डीके गिरी क्या बोलने में मुश्किल हो रही है हिंदू लाइव्स मैटर? बोलने में मुश्किल हो रही है हिंदू लाइव्स मैटर? क्यों नहीं बोल रहे हिंदू लाइव्स मैटर? I'm letting you speak. DK Giri is on the debate. Yeah.
Against Varnashram system, not against any religion.
Yes.
Please.
I
writing against Varnashram system.
I would say
there was no Hinduism. When Varnashram system,
I would say
there was no Hinduism.
Arnab,
to whom are you teaching?
Debate meant for him only.
Arnab, you are an enlightened.
Give me a minute.
You are an enlightened person,
Thank
you should say all lives matter, not just Hindu lives. All lives matter. That is better. Lives matter. You see?
One minute.
So
Just a minute. Yeah, 1 minute. What? DK.
Yeah.
When they said DK, 1 minute. DK, you're an enlightened person. You're an enlightened soul.
You are.
Now listen to me.
Yeah.
When they said Black Lives Matter, tell me, Rashmi, at that time, did Professor Giri say white lives matter? Say all lives matter?
No,
Black lives matter. Where am I saying by Hindu lives matter that other lives don't matter? But I'm singularly saying Hindu lives matter or not. No, why don't you say Hindu lives matter?
To say Hindu lives matter, they imply that they don't matter. So that's it. That's about the case. And they're just coming up with lame excuses to defend their position. If it was all lives matter, then it should have been all lives matter at all points of time.
What? I can't hear everyone.
Not at a specific time.
I can't hear everyone. I'm getting Rashmi and Karai Selvaraj. Rashmi.
How to treat humanity.
It's just become very convenient
I want a poll on what it is.
for them to say all lives matter.
Okay, now I have only two on the screen. I'll have Rashmi and Karai Selvaraj, please. Yeah.
We are Indians. For us, it is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, not black or white. We should teach others or not follow them.
When you're comfortable making distinction between black and white people because black people were disadvantaged and attacked in the United States, you should be willing to say Hindu lives matter when Hindus are being specifically targeted.
That is the point.
So I think you are trying to escape responsibility.
Dinesh is shouting.
Taking accountability for Hindus being attacked by saying all lives matter when Hindus are specifically being attacked. What do you mean?
Let RSS, BJP condemn our bunch of thought today. We are not defending this ball writing. We condemn this ball writing. Let RSS say we condemn bunch of thought. We condemn this statement. We condemn this wall writing. Let Gaurav Bhatia, Kapil Kumar.
Gaurav Bhatia and Kapil Kumar. Who goes first? Gaurav Bhatia or Kapil Kumar?
And Rashmi, you say that
University, Arnab Goswami. Who is running JNU? Gaurav Bhatia is running.
Okay, 1 versus 1. Who am I letting in? Okay, Gaurav, wait a while. The challenge has been put to Gaurav and Kapil. Kapil goes first, then Gaurav responds. You made your point. You made your point. You don't have to throw challenges. Kapil responds to you. He's already taken the challenge. He's already taken the challenge.
We will say.
Okay. Arnab, let me ask this person. When does communist lives matter for communists? The damn Churchill was killing lakhs of Bengalis during the Bengal famine in Second World War. And these stooges of communists were supporting Churchill in the war of what? Stalin killed thousands in Russia. And for them only today what matters is Chinese lives. The China who has become the biggest money lender in the world.
We are not supporters of Stalin.
Which serves the lands of the people. A China who kills people with COVID. These communists, and they talk of India.
You are misquoting
in their manifesto, you know what they teach.
You are falsifying history, Kapil Kumar. I challenge you. You show any of our statement.
Dictatorship of proletariat.
Wherever we have made a mistake,
these buggers, they only use our democratic rights and constitution to fill their aim of dictatorship of the proletariat.
Okay. We don't want to make the debate theoretical. I ask you tonight. I get Gaurav. I'm getting Gaurav and Syed Abbas and the others in. Thank you, Kapil. Kapil Kumar, thank you. Kapil Kumar, thank you.
Has he answered to that?
Kapil Kumar, thank you. Two people on the screen, please. Thank you so much. I go to my next point on tolerance. And my point on tolerance is simply this, Gaurav, and after Gaurav, Syed Abbas, then Ishkaran response, then Mr. Selvaraj comes in as this. We are always given lectures about tolerance. We are told you must be tolerant. We are told, Gaurav, that when Bharat tere tukde honge, inshallah, ek jhatka aur do, all that happens in JNU, we are told it is be tolerant, be tolerant. I am asking them, was there tolerance when there was a ruckus over Ram Navami celebrations in JNU? Why some people had a problem when somebody said, don't have non-vegetarian food, please respect our situation. Was it tolerance when there was Bhagwa Jalega written on Swami Vivekananda's statue? Today, the Professor Varshini, you are daring, you have the guts to quote Swami Vivekananda. Where were you when Swami Vivekananda's statue was marred with filthy abuse and it was written below Bhagwa Jalega, kahan the aap? Where were you then? When it was, how can you say it is not anti-Hindu? Yes, Varshini, I can't hear you. Varshini and Gaurav Bhatia on the screen. Bhagwa Jalega kyun tha? Kisne likha tha Bhagwa Jalega? Kisne likha tha Bhagwa Jalega? Why was it written on the JNU campus? Bataiye mujhe. Tell me. Come on the screen and tell Gaurav Bhatia. Can I have both on both sides of the screen, please? What's going on?
Why did JNU has not arrested these people who have returned?
Not arrested.
Why did JNU have not led them to police? Why did Delhi police have not led them to arrest?
No, I want to tell you, there is a clip. There is a clip. Why is there a clip where a JNU professor called Nivedita Menon? Is there a clip where a JNU professor? Will you be quiet for a minute? 1 second, sir. 1 second, sir. JNU professor called Nivedita Menon in a clip apparently seen calling Hinduism the most violent religion in the world with deep-rooted violence.
Gaurav Bhatia said today that
answer my question. You're not answering a single question. You're being shallow. I'll change you. My point is, ये क्या है संघ से आजादी?
That will lead. That will believe in the fact.
नहीं, संघ से आजादी क्या है? समझाइए ना मुझे समझ नहीं आया. संघ से आजादी क्या है?
संघ से मीन आरएसएस से आजादी.
हाँ, क्यों?
संघ से मतलब आरएसएस.
कोई आपको बोले वामपंथी सोच से आजादी, तो आप क्या बोलेंगे?
आइडियोलॉजी से आजादी.
नहीं, आपको मैं कह रहा हूँ, आपके सोच से आजादी. मैं कहूंगा वामपंथी सोच से आजादी, तो आप क्या कहेंगे? आप क्या कहेंगे तब?
From the communalism of RSS.
अरे सबसे ज्यादा, my point is you are the most intolerant bunch of people in the world. Gaurav Bhatia is on the debate. Ladies and gentlemen, big debate tonight. Gaurav Bhatia on the screen. The visuals of what has happened in JNU right in the middle. Gaurav Bhatia.
Become aggressive. Very, very vulgar and aggressive.
Thank you very much, Gaurav.
The Modi regime,
Arnab,
2014 till now.
Can he be quiet? Yes. Arnab, you asked a very valid question that today should we say Hindu lives matter? And all these people who used to shout out
every life matter,
to say that Muslim lives matter today are quiet. I'll tell you.
Matter. India
please
matters.
ask him to be quiet. I did not.
Sir, please.
India matters.
Viewers, tell me, is it casteism or hinduphobia? In your view, I'll take a live poll with a poll on that on the screen. It's live on Twitter. Yeah.
Yes. So Arnab, I will give you 2 reasons why we should very categorically say, while admitting that every Indian lives matter, Hindu life also matters. Because when they were trending the hashtag Muslim Lives Matter in 2020, they should have thought about it and they should have said Indian life matters.
Everybody in life matters.
Please ask him to be quiet. Arnab, this is
not right.
Bad way of debating.
This is not right. ये गलत बात है.
The school is suffering from
ये गलत आप गलत कर रहे हैं. You're doing you're not. Varshini, this is not the JNU canteen, huh? ये JNU की canteen नहीं है.
Please remove him from the screen.
Government sponsored, taxpayer funded JNU canteen नहीं है.
This is not also a chatterbox for lies. The public debate cannot be a chatterbox of lies.
अरे अच्छा, मुंह से पहले पान निकालिए. मुंह से पहले पान निकालिए, उसके बाद बोलिए.
Okay, Gaurav, continue. No personal attacks, please, on either side. Gaurav, continue. 9:37. The poll is on. 81% switch, please, on the right. Switch on the right. We bring in the 2 panelists who've not spoken on the right. Mr. Selvaraj and Syed Abbas. Gaurav, continue. Ladies and gentlemen, 9:37. 81% of people surprisingly agreeing.
Yes, thank you.
Agreeing with Ishkaran and Rashmi saying it's hinduphobia. Only 19% saying it's casteism. Gaurav, let
it's a
Gaurav.
genocide call.
Gaurav on the left, please don't switch that. Thank you.
Yes.
Gaurav is continuing. Yeah, thank you.
Yes. Arnab, now Arnab, why it's justified to say Hindu lives matter? The reason is very simple. When you target a community or a religion on the basis of the religion itself, then it becomes very important to send out a strong signal. And if Hindu Brahmins, Hindu Baniyas are being targeted, then why not should we make it very categorically clear that Hindu lives matter, just the way Muslim lives matter. And today, I will cite an example. You remember the 1984 Sikh riots? You remember the 1984 Sikh pogrom? Today, Jagdish Titler was campaigning. So even the lives of those family members who have seen the pain of losing their loved one during the 1984 riots matter. And that is why today political parties like the Congress, Left, Samajwadi Party, AIMIM should answer to the people that end of their appeasement politics, stand for the Hindus also, don't treat them like second-rate citizens. The Bharatiya Janata Party will go all out to say Hindu lives matter.
Yeah, Mr. Selvaraj, please. Mr. Selvaraj. Yeah, Mr. Selvaraj, you've been quiet. You've been quiet. You've been quiet.
Yeah.
Yes.
We strongly condemn the anti-slogan against Brahmins, that too inside the university. But in Tamil Nadu, we never encourage students to go to this extent, but we teach them, we taught them the decent politics. Now, you have been repeatedly telling about this reason behind this is casteism and Hinduism. Let us not put together everything in one way. It all happens against Hinduism. You mean to say that this is only Brahmins or Hindus here? No other caste people are not Hindus?
Arnab,
why you are cornering, why you are putting a single point? The slogan against Brahmins is
and Baniyas are also Hindus is the point.
The only Brahmins are Hindus?
Please understand the argument.
Let us not come to
then answer.
1 minute.
Brahmins and Baniyas are also Hindus, not excluding others.
That's right. I agree with you.
You are coming to a conclusion that others are excluded.
No, we should not.
So today, would you say that Hindu lives matter and what has been done in JNU is unpardonable? Would you say that?
Mr. Selvaraj, 1 minute. Mr. Selvaraj, can I come in? Mr. Selvaraj, I want to ask you something. Mr. Selvaraj, may I come in, please, if you don't mind? You're a spokesperson of the MDMK. I don't want to get into personal issues. You obviously have a religious identity. If you don't mind and if it doesn't cause you offense, would you disclose your religious identity? Like, I'm a Hindu. What is your religious persuasion, sir?
I'm a Hindu.
Okay, sir.
I proudly say I'm a Hindu.
1 minute, sir.
But then why you are
just 1 minute. Just 1 minute, sir. Sir, 1 minute, sir. Sir, 1 minute, sir. Sir, 1 minute. 1 minute. I asked you this question, okay? Because I want you to understand this. It would not matter to me whether you were Hindu or Christian or Muslim. But I need you to understand this. Would you tolerate this against any other religion? And the fact is that such slogans... 1 minute, sir. Please, sir. Please. Stop the hate. Such slogans against any other religion written on a university campus where students from multiple communities reach to study would never have been tolerated. What if somebody had said something about Shias or Sunnis? What if somebody had said something about some other community or about people from a particular group within a religion? And these are not innocent things. These are slogans seeking murder, killing, bloodshed. Understand? And you need to understand, if as a Hindu, you are okay with a significant number of Hindus becoming a violent target with calls for their bloodshed, then you amaze me. That is not secularism. Then you're a fake secularist, or you're not a secularist at all. That means you're a communal person. And I want to tell you one thing. Why do Hindus get targeted death threats? And would there be silence? No. If 1 minute, sir, 1 minute. You're building hate, sir, 1 minute. Would there be silence if instead of Brahmins and Baniyas, 1 minute, sir, 1 minute, sir. Instead of Brahmins and Baniyas, people from other communities and not Hindus were to be asked to leave? Would Nasiruddin Shah and Amir Khan have been quiet? Don't you understand what I'm saying? I'm sick of this anti-Hindu bigotry. And we're not going to take it anymore, sir. This is not okay. This is no longer okay in this country. It will never be okay in this country. It may have been okay in the past. That's got to change now.
You have been cornering. You have been repeatedly cornering in the show from the starting to till now. You have been putting casteism and Hinduism. Why you are bringing the casteism and Hinduism?
Because this is casteism and hinduphobia both. It's a mix of both.
In India, it's becoming
Arnab, can I answer this?
Whatever happened, we are just
Arnab, can I answer
casteism and
this?
Hinduism, naming them this.
People of this country are becoming more aware and are rising.
Arnab, can I answer this?
See, please recall my last debate. Please recall my last
Louder on
debate
both
in
sides.
the Republic TV.
Arnab, I want to answer this. Can I come
Please
in?
wait. Between December 1st and December 5th, there is a sensitive and sentiment issue will rise. Now the Gujarat election is the talk of the subject. Why don't you think
Gujarat
that
election? Are you saying the BJP got this written? Are you out of your mind? This is the standard urban Naxal Maoist loving conversation about Brahmo Baniyas. What nonsense are you saying, sir? Ishkaran is on the debate. Ishkaran countering. Ishkaran countering. We got to move fast in 9:43, ladies and gentlemen. And let's also see the results of the poll at this point of time. Ishkaran is on the debate. Ishkaran is on the debate. The debate is on. The debate is on. The debate is on. The debate is on. Ishkaran, louder, Ishkaran.
If I can make my point.
Ishkaran, louder. Go on, Ishkaran. Don't keep
Now
waiting
it's
for
my
your turn.
points. Let me answer. Arnab, I started the debate by saying it's not a mere caste issue, it's a Hindu genocide call, and I'm happy 80% of the people agree. Because let us be very clear, when the community was wiped out from Afghanistan, they did not ask the caste of Hindu or the Sikh when they wiped it out. 1977 lakh and 0 left now. When it was done in Kashmir, they were not checking the caste certificate of every Hindu. The calls which were made, run, convert or die, they were started by targeting one community, one sub-part of Hindu community, but they engulfed the entire Hindu Samaj as a whole. This is a traditional call of genocide. It starts by calling Baniya, Brahman or some caste group, but it engulfs all Hindus. If we have not understood this in last 500 years, then shame on us as a nation. And one last point, I don't care what Deepika says or Amir Khan says, they are hypocrites, they have been exposed. But are these people arrested under UAPA? Are they arrested under terror laws? That is what we have to see. That is what we deserve as a nation.
And you know, they
Okay, Arnab, can I come in?
Yeah.
Arnab.
Yeah, go on. Who's stopping you?
Ishkaran, what
you,
is
Syed Abbas is on the debate. Syed Abbas, Ishkaran. Let's keep it quick, please. Thank you. Syed Abbas.
Professor, 45 minutes into the debate I've come, Professor.
Not
Kindly
45,
allow me to
36.
speak. I have a very important point to make.
Louder, Professor.
Professor, kindly allow me, sir.
Replace on the left. Syed, go on. He's not stopping, so replace 1 minute. Yeah, go on, Syed.
All right. Thank you, Arnab. Arnab, you're a fair anchor. 45 minutes debate I've come. Allow me a minute, please. Thank you very much. Firstly, a first answer to my friend Gaurav Bhatia. Gaurav Bhatia, कान खोलकर सुन लो. Hindu lives matter. Sikh lives matter. Every human being, every life matters. Now let me come straight to you. You quoted Rahat Indori very selectively. Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, Bhagat Singh. सभी का खून है शामिल यहाँ की मिट्टी में. किसी के बाप का हिंदुस्तान थोड़ी है. अरे भाई साहब बस ये हिंदू मुस्लिम का बंटवारा. The fact of the matter, I challenge you today, Mr. Gaurav Bhatia. Can you tell me, is Dr. Jaishankar an alumni of the Jawaharlal Nehru University? Isn't the finance minister, the able minister, Nirmala Sitharaman ji, an alumni of the Jawaharlal Nehru University? There have been Nobel laureates from Jawaharlal Nehru University. There have been bureaucrats from JNU. There have been fantastic professors, achievers, successful people. Respected sir, for a view. No, wait. I heard you. Now you listen to me. For a few bad seeds, you cannot blame the JNU, sir. JNU is one of the top premier institute of a country. Kindly learn to respect that. Even Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, many a times he has attributed the success of JNU. So respected sir, before you pinpoint JNU, can you do that?
I want to tell you, since you are quoting, I just need to tell you, I need to tell you one thing. Gaurav, just 1 minute before you come in. You know, Jaishankar himself said in 2020, problem with you is you are not well researched. He said there was no Tukde gang when I was studying at JNU. Does that answer your question?
For a few
Jai Shankar said it. Jai Shankar said it. Now you get a response from Gaurav. On the debate, ladies and gentlemen. Gaurav is responding. Don't. You've been proven wrong. Don't have to repeat yourself. Gaurav is on the debate. Yes, Gaurav.
No.
He said that. He said that. He said that. He said that.
Can I blame your media?
There is
for the wrongdoings of the Lutin's media? I cannot blame your media.
Can I respond now? Please.
You cannot blame JNU.
Okay, now can you?
For the Tukde gang, you cannot blame
I'm not,
JNU.
but I want these termites to be identified. I want the termites to write these things identified and put under terror charges. Gaurav is responding. Syed, please. I have limited time, yaar. You don't get it, no, sometimes. Please let him speak, Gaurav. Yeah, Gaurav, go on. Gaurav, go on.
Yes.
Arnab, for a few bad seats, you cannot attribute it to JNU. For a few
stop advertising, yaar.
You cannot blame all of you, right? You're doing your duty.
Him to be
and
quiet.
so other wonderful students of JNU.
Chalo, theek hai.
So kindly do not attribute the wrongdoings of the few to
Achha, it's okay, yaar. Stop trying to
it is
overplay it.
Top university.
Don't overplay. Don't overplay.
Please, yes. Okay. See, Arnab, I have 2 quick points to make. First of all, सभी का खून शामिल है इस मिट्टी में, बिल्कुल है, लेकिन अफजल गुरु का खून इस मिट्टी में शामिल नहीं है. समझ लो एक बात. और जब कोई भी व्यक्ति कहता है, प्लीज आस्क हिम टू बी क्वाइट. दिस डिबेट इज नॉट अबाउट यू. प्लीज लेट मी मेक माय पॉइंट. Be civilized. Arnab, he is not being civilized.
And let me tell you.
Please, be quiet.
Be it Dr. Jai Shankar or be it Nirmala Sitharaman ji.
Please stop, yaar.
Have the patience to listen to other views also.
So respect it, sir.
Sir, Rob, yaar, what is this going on, yaar? Elocution competition.
They are paid by the second by a political party. Yes.
I understand,
now let me make my point.
Nehru,
be civilized, be courteous. Even your family wouldn't like if you will be interrupting like this.
You cannot accept it.
Now, last warning.
Be quiet or take him off the screen.
Please be quiet. Syed, band karo na, please. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes.
You're good. You're just undisciplined. Yeah, go on.
Yes. So Arnab, you know, Syed Abbas has a very short memory. He supports the Aam Aadmi Party now. Earlier he supported the Congress. Let me remind him. Afzal Guru hum sharminda hai, tere qatil zinda hai. Rahul Gandhi, the party that you supported earlier.
आपको डर लगता है क्या गौरव जी?
Arnab, I cannot.
Oh, please, you know, can you stop this? Can you stop this paparazzi type interruptions, please? Thank you.
Very uncivilized. You know, I do. He was never like this. Arnab, the point that I wish to make is that Rahul Gandhi standing with persons who were shouting slogans that अफजल हम शर्मिंदा है, तेरे कातिल जिंदा है. कितने अफजल मारोगे, हर घर से अफजल निकलेगा. उनको मैं कहना चाहता हूं, जिस घर में अफजल निकलेगा उस घर में घुस के मारेंगे अफजल को. याद रखना. दूसरी बात, I am not afraid like Nasruddin Shah and Amir Khan's wife was कि भारत को छोड़ के जाने का मन करता है. अरे प्लीज बी फिर देखिए.
Why do you stop? Yeah, you should also be a road roller. Continue.
Very cheap.
Oh, I don't need to learn from you, sir.
So my second point is भारत हमारा घर है. भारत हमारा घर है. हम जो है छोड़ के कहीं नहीं जाएंगे. हम इन लोगों को छुड़वाएंगे जो भारत को दीमक की तरह खाते हैं. So if Amir Khan is listening, this is an example. Hindus are being targeted, but we will live for the country. घर छोड़ के नहीं जाएंगे. ऐसे लोगों को घर छुड़वाएंगे, याद रखना.
जो ऐसे लोग हैं वो तुम्हारी पार्टी.
अरे भैया, तो आपको क्यों दिक्कत हो गई? आपको मना किया आपका घर नहीं है. मुझे लगा आपका घर चीन है, क्योंकि चीन के साथ आप खड़े होते हैं.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, last thing I'll say.
जब भारत के
after this Bollywood will complain. No, after all of this Bollywood will complain. हमारे पिक्चर कोई देखता क्यों नहीं है? नहीं देख रहे हैं, क्योंकि पिक्चर रिलीज के टाइम पे इश्करन during a picture release they go to JNU.
पता लग जाएगा.
अर्नब, वो तभी एक्सपोज हो चुके हैं. भारत का एक एक व्यक्ति इतना बड़ा पेट्रियट है कि अगर आप JNU जाके टुकड़े के साथ खड़े होंगे तो आपके करियर के टुकड़े टुकड़े हो जाएंगे. जो टुकड़े टुकड़े के साथ हुआ, चाहे वो नेता हुआ, चाहे वो अभिनेता हुआ,
that applies and that applies both for Bollywood and for the Vadra Congress. And on the other side, ladies and gentlemen, I feel the government's taking just too much time. It is prevaricating, it is thinking, it is going through commissions, it's going through approvals, it's moving from state government to state government and political statement to political statement. Why don't they just bring in the Uniform Civil Code in Parliament and get done with it? Let's just bring it in now. Let's stop the debate. That's what I think. You agree with me, whether or not on the other side.
आग को फैलने से रोकना मुश्किल है, पर नामुमकिन नहीं। अब फायरवॉल टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम आग से बचाए।
QS&T achieved the world's foremost university rankings. Organizations have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
Will smart manufacturing complement traditional manufacturing processes or replace them entirely?
India will be able to contribute approximately 5% of the global market in terms of when we talk about additive manufacturing.
What kind of opportunities does it hold for the BTech students?
Amrita University, I would say, is ideal for students who come into manufacturing, additive manufacturing.
To know more, watch Amrita School of Engineering presents Shaping the Future of India this weekend, only on Republic TV.
आग को फैलने से रोकना मुश्किल है, पर नामुमकिन नहीं। अब फायरवॉल टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम आग से बचाए।
Bajrang Dal staging protests over the comments made by the Israeli filmmaker and anger that is growing across the nation over the insult to Kashmiri Pandits. Bilkis Bano has now moved the Supreme Court over the release of 11 convicts was challenged in the Supreme Court. Bilkis demanded to send everyone back to jail.
From Dibrugarh University, case of ragging had shocked the entire country.
As Gujarat goes to polls on the 1st of December, 89 of 182 seats will vote.
Where high voltage political battle has broken out in the state of Gujarat since the bipolarity of the state.
Will the BJP score a record victory in Gujarat? Is the Aam Aadmi Party even a factor?
Politics has been challenged for the first time. Watch the fastest updates only on India's election headquarters
on Republic TV.
These are the Kashmiri Pandits. They are staging protests because they are feeling the similar kind of situation what they faced in 1990s in the Kashmir. And they are saying one thing that is very clear, that those who are trying to portray that the Kashmir Files movie was a propaganda, they are trying to just portray and give a clean sheet to those who have been culprits of the genocide of the Kashmiri Pandits.
Where 6 people have been reported dead and 15 injured in a collision between a road-based bus and a truck in Tapesipa in Baharich. Former Food and Civil Supplies and Consumer Affairs Minister Bharat Bhushan Anshu arrested by the Punjab Vigilance Bureau in connection with the 2,000 crore food grain transportation scam. Dibrugarh University on the ragging case there, which has caused serious concern and which has escalated. Dibrugarh police have arrested another student.
A high voltage battle which will decide the nation's political trajectory. Who will break their records and which faces will be the winners? 89 out of the 182 seats go to polls. Stay tuned to India's election news headquarters as Gujarat goes to polls. Live coverage minute by minute all day today on Republic.
The battle lines are drawn. The nation momentum is set. So why oppose one nation, one law? Debating at 10 p.m.
QS&T achieved the world's foremost university rankings. Organizations have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. yet another top ranking for Amity University.
आग को फैलने से रोकना मुश्किल है पर नामुमकिन नहीं। अब फायरवॉल टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम आग से बचाए।
मेरी नजरों से चुना, तेरी हरकतों से सुना।
वो सपना जो बुना तुझे लगा गुनगुना।
कभी जीती तू, कभी मैं हारा, फिर भी खूबसूरत है ये नजारा, क्योंकि इसमें है खुला
कुछ मेरा कुछ तुम्हारा।
इसलिए ग्रीन लैम लैमिनेट्स, सपने आपके, लैमिनेट्स हमारा। अमेजिंग स्पेसेस के लिए कुछ मेरा कुछ तुम्हारा।